Gold, I think, is like the most obvious buy right now. I'm kicking myself for not buying more gold yet. I literally cannot see a better financial opportunity than gold in this market. Like I said, I've been a trader for 7 years. I've studied the markets historically quite far. I understand the fundamentals of Bitcoin and gold and the dollar and everything, at least to I feel fairly financially literate. I have never seen easier fucking money in my life than with gold. Never, not once. Because gold is such an easy idea to digest. It's such an easy thing to digest the idea of actually trading it. Gold is available to trade on BingX, which is linked down below. This is another no KYC exchange, and you're gonna get over 100 up to 135k in bonuses when you sign up and start trading using my link down below. Again, a no KYC exchange, which is absolutely fantastic, and over $100,000 in bonuses available. You can trade gold there. You can buy it normally. You can trade it with leverage. You can even trade stocks like Tesla and Apple, Forex, a bunch of other shit like that. Super, super cool. So this is well worth checking out for anyone that's interested in precious metals like gold. Personally, even though I think this is cool and I am going to use it, I'm interested in buying real gold. I think buying real gold is going to be even cooler. For me, there's a bit of novelty because I'm fucking 22. I've never, real gold is not something that 22-year-olds talk about buying. So for me, I feel like a little bit elite. I feel like I'm above everybody, like at my age bracket, it's just whatever. I'm a young guy, right? Like there's obviously going to be a bit of that. So I feel like a little bit cool, for having real physical gold. So I want to buy more of that. But at the same time, I do want to speculate and I do want to trade this stuff on a shorter time frame as well. And again, BingX is just an absolutely brilliant opportunity to take advantage of that. If you are watching this live or not, definitely make sure to pause the live stream here. I'm not going anywhere. Pause the live stream here and check that link out for BingX, because this is a brilliant opportunity to be able to trade those markets, buy a little bit of gold, get some exposure. But of course, for me, like I said, I do also want to buy physical gold, and that's just something you've got to do through the regulated channels in your country, because you don't want to get fake stuff or anything like that. So precious metals, obviously for me, this is a conversation about inflation. This is a conversation about, money printing, same thing, inflation, and just the fact that gold has been suppressed for a really long time. The case for gold is so fucking strong. It's unbelievable. Take a look at this chart, guys. It's the same damn thing I was talking about on this YouTube channel already. Take a look at this top right here. Big quick rejection here. Big quick rejection. This one, not that big and not that quick, okay? Big rejection happened very, very quick. Another big rejection happened very, very quick. This one was not that big and it did not happen very quickly. And this one, even smaller. This correction so far, it could go lower, but so far, even smaller. And it's been very slow. And we can measure this with numbers. Let's take a look at this, okay? Let's take a look at this. So from this high down to, let's say, this low, 4 months, gold is down by 15%. If we go 4 months in the future over here, gold is down by like another 15% roughly. Over here, if we go 4 months in the future, that's about like what over here, gold is down by 8%. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're seeing this very, very clearly. From this high, I don't know if we have 4 months of price action. We've got like 2.5 months. Gold is down by 6%. It's so clear. If we just look at like the strength and we kind of analyze what this chart is showing us, it is so clear that we've got a situation now where gold previously was getting rejected quickly and by a lot, like heavily. It was happening quick and it was heavy. Now it's happening slowly and it's light. If there's anything that shows you from a technical perspective that this thing is primed to blow the fuck up, it is obviously that this market is displaying more and more strength. And obviously, I think, gold is being, kind of suppressed a little bit. I really do feel like it. I'm not the kind of guy that talks about like market manipulation and stuff like that particularly often. Market tops don't happen when keyboard warriors are starting to say that the market is bearish, okay? Because they're always incorrect. So, This is my point that is really, really important for you guys to understand as winning traders in this market, is that when you're starting to see that absolutely everybody and their grandmother is aligned on the same upward price predictions, that's like exactly how things end up collapsing, like every single fucking time. There is no exception. So, that is useful to keep in mind. But I mean, somebody is clearly fat finger selling gold up at these highs consistently. But as soon as this sell wall, whatever has been going on over here, as soon as this breaks down, right? Because gold keeps on coming up here. Like eventually it's gonna break down, right? Unless gold just gives up and just falls flat, which would be extremely unlikely and very, very strange and out of character for any asset printing this kind of chart pattern. As soon as Bitcoin breaks the sell wall, like who's going to sell gold? You've only got people that refuse to sell down here or refuse to sell down here for like, this was just the last few years, by the way. But yeah, by the way, I forgot to make this clear that, everything I've just shown you, only stretches back 4 years. That's really important. I'm so sorry, ladies and gents. Everything I've just said about gold is going to get even better. One sec, take a look at this. I'm so fucking bullish on this thing. Because it's just such easy money the way I see it. This was what happened before. So we talk about, like the mother of all fucking rejections here, gold. From this particular time frame, if we go, 4 months later, down by 21%, obviously down to its absolute low, it halved, and it took 1,500 days. That was like, I don't know, 5 years or something, or 4 years, for gold to bottom out down here, and it's so, now we talk about rejections becoming lighter and like slower. I mean, it's so obvious. Like these are very, very light rejections compared to what we had back here in 2011. So, if there's, and that's just, it's just happening within itself. I mean, this is a large time frame display of the same thing I've just said, and then we're seeing it on small time frames like here, so on different time frames with different patterns, with different parameters, the answer remains the same. So to me, very, 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 very obvious setup here, which I think is definitely quite interesting. If it's something like gold, at least from my understanding, the best practice, especially like for larger investments, is going to be to buy the real thing. So this is great for speculation, and that's definitely something I'm going to do anyway. But yeah, for those kind of big holdings that you don't really want to sell for a few years, you don't want to buy them on an exchange anyway. That's not particularly smart. So a couple of people have been asking me like, why am I not so active on YouTube anymore or whatever? And I mean, look, I like being a YouTuber, but only up to the point that I like it. Like if I don't like doing it, or if I don't want to, then I just don't. And I don't need to, because I'm trading, and I think that's almost why you can feel a little bit safer on this YouTube channel, because I'm not here first and foremost, or as any high priority to market to you guys. I'm here simply because I like it, and that's a different dynamic to somebody who needs to be here because this is their livelihood. I mean, that's where you start getting, I don't want to say scammy, but that's definitely where you start going in that direction. So always kind of keep that in mind. It's the people who don't need you that you want to listen to more, than the people who actually need you, because people who need you will sell you out. So that's really, really important.